YouTube, I'm here to tell you something that you didn't know. Alith Anar is totally a ladies' man. That's right, he's a ladies' man, in the sense that the Sisters of Avalorn love him. Why do they love him? Because he buffs their reload stats massively, and when you combine him with a Handmaiden, well, it's like a triple date. And the results are basically machine gun bows. So let's jump in and check out this love triangle. Alright, you saw the intro. Let's talk a little bit. What's going on here? What's this synergy between Alith Anar, the Handmaiden, and the Sisters of Avalorn? And why isn't Alarielle involved? Well, that's because she's not an archer, right? So let's take a look at something here. Alith Anar has this Darken the Skies ability, which gives an extra 20 reload skill to anything within 40 meters. And then the Handmaiden of the EverQueen also has a special ability here called Quicksilver Shot, which again gives an extra 10 reload skill to every unit in the area. Now, what does that mean? It means these units are going to fire faster, and they're going to fire considerably faster, which has the net effect of blowing up their missile damage, because missile damage is shown as a value that they deal over 10 seconds of time. So these Sisters of Avalorn, in this case I'm looking at the EverQueen's court guards, are going to have like 65 missile damage by the time they're standing around in this, and then a regular sister is going to have, I think, 40-ish missile damage. So it's going to be a huge deal. Let's jump into the battle that was sent in by this viewer and see how effective this can be. So just quickly on the load-in screen here, we'll talk through the armies. So Alith Anar, we've got a Mage of Life, a Handmaiden, couple Spears, White Lions, couple Sword Masters, the Court Guards, and a couple of Sisters of Avalorn. You can see the Dark Elf player has come with a ton of Spears up front. Witch Elves for a backline, which is an interesting one. Dreadlord, 3 Cold One Knights, 2 on the other flank, and then there's a Dark Shard on either flank, and a Blackguard of Magron in the back. Kind of a strange High Elf composition. Not exactly what I would expect per se to see from the, Dark Elves. But we will take a look here and see how this works out. So Alith Anar has range, and it's going to eventually force the Dark Elf player here forward. Right now he's just moving his Cold One Knights forward, which, again, fairly expensive units. I want you to watch just how fast these Sisters of Avalorn, as well as the Court Guard right here, fire. They fire just a non-stop hail of armor-piercing arrows from 180 meters out. And they're just destroying that Cold One Knight out there. They're going to absolutely lay waste to it. And so the Cold One Knights moving up on the flanks, these ones actually stop for just a moment, and then they start to incur the wrath after their friends have already taken it. In fact, they took so much beating that the Cold One Knights just berserk into the Spearmen. Really definitely a downfall to Cold One cavalry units. And then these Witch Elves end up taking the Fury here. Look, so there's another dead Cold One. So already 2 dead Cold One units. And then look how quickly these Sisters wreck through a Witch Elf unit. So now we got 2 dead Cavalry and a dead Witch Elf. Still haven't paid for themselves yet. But let's just watch these units. Look, they just don't stop firing unless they've been changed targets. And here they're going to target the Blackguard. And they do have a decent arc of fire, so they'll be able to just unload here. So they're going to start melting the Blackguard. So at this point, 2 cavalry units, a Witch Elf and a Blackguard, that have fallen victim to these Sisters hit squad here. You can see the Life Mage is going to be doing work to try and keep his units alive, but there's really not proper Dark Elf units here to counter the White Lions and the Sword Masters. And if you don't have units that can counter White Lions, then you're in a tough place in life. Watch this. The Death Squad starts targeting the Dreadlord. What Dreadlord? Are you talking about the one that's just up in the fireworks show there? Did you guys see that? Wow. So now you can put a Dreadlord, a Blackguard, a Witch Elf, 2 cavalry units. What's next? Some regroup spears? Why not? How about a 3rd cavalry unit? They can't even get close enough to these things to kill them because of the damage they deal. Look at that. So there's a 3rd cavalry unit. This is a very expensive core to the army here. If someone showed up with like a breath spell or a vortex or, you know, something that got a hold of this archer core, obviously this army would fall apart really quick. But I really like clever synergies like this where someone took the time, they thought about the units, they thought about the heroes that best fit those units, they built an army around that strategy rather than just building an army around units that, you know, are just something fun or different that they want to try, right? Which that's fun too. I do that occasionally. But this one is definitely pretty impressive. These Sisters of Avalorn just did some insane work there. What do you all think about this? I think this is pretty freaking awesome what he put together here. I don't think this is going to win you every battle with the High Elves, but again, this is just a cool way to use the High Elves for what they should be good at, which is long-range missiles. And they did a spectacular job here with the Sisters of Avalorn. They picked up a lot of kills. They picked up some very high-value kills. A Dreadlord, a Blackguard, several cavalry units. Again, this I named it off earlier. So, Brennus, thanks for sending this in, man. This was really cool. Nice way to make use of those synergies and put together a fun army here. Obviously, this army didn't have any mobility, but you saw how quickly it could ruin the mobility of the enemy army, and I think that's what it was counting on. So, was this Dark Elf army the best put together to counter this? No. But, I mean, who comes into battle expecting 3 Sisters of Avalorn to unload on you like a machine gun, right? I think that was part of the surprise that was intended there. So, again, thank you for submitting. Really appreciated that one. You all tell me what you think. If you enjoyed it, make sure and go up, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Helps these videos get found in the search so that other people can come enjoy them with us. We can build up this community. If you liked it and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and then hit the stupid bell that YouTube makes you hit so you get the notifications. You can be part of the notification squad and always know when there is a new video. I can't wait to be there with you on that next video. We'll come up with some more cool content. HeirofCarthage signing out. I will see you soon.